Hey everyone, Jimmy Poisley here. As you can see, I have 5 custom Thomas trains. You see, let's start off with a Shima of India. This took me like almost 2 months to fully complete. It was made from the Tomy Playout C12 that I purchased from Japan off Amazon. And I think it looks very unique, don't it? You know, I was going to use the paper face for Shima, but it was kind of too big and too wide. So I used the Thomas of Friends Adventures of Shima face for Shima instead. See, I told you. Just like Trainboy 55 did with his homemade Shima. Well, this part here was kind of in the way, so I had to use a saw to cut it off and use some sandpaper to sand down the behind to get the face to fit, and use some of my brush on super glue to glue the face onto the smokestack. Also, the Thomas of Friends Adventures of Shima came with the sparkling diamond cargo car, Gina and Rosie. Just 3 female engines and 1 cargo car with removable cargo. How interesting. Also, let's get back to Shima. I used some pieces of metal for the handrails. I cut off some pieces of Q-tips. You know those things that you use to clean your ears with? For part of those handrails there. And under there, and there too. And I sawed off the wastewater footplate there, and part of this was the wastewater footplate that I sawed off. I used my brush on super glue to glue it onto there. I made this cow catcher out of Play-Doh. I used my black permanent marker to draw some holes in there, and use some brush on super glue to glue the cow catcher onto the beam, and I used some brush on super glue to glue the buffers onto the beam. I made these smokestack holders out of some Play-Doh as well. I made these tank caps out of Play-Doh as well. You know, I was going to make this tank dome out of the putty that came from inside my wet Angry Bird model, but I changed my mind, and I made this out of Play-Doh instead. And a whistle back there, I made it out of yellow paper. On these buffers were from my Trackmaster Misty Island Discovery Thomas. Oh, for the front. Oh, and see the back. Oh, and see the back there. Oh, and I used some Play-Doh to modify her boiler here, there, and there, and there, and there, there, and there, and there. Or about it she runs. She runs a bit weird, but ignore that. So what do you think of a Shima that I made? Please leave a comment below. Next, we have Axel of Belgium. I replaced the silver couplings with some replacement coupling with the replacement Japanese couplings that I got from Japan. Well, at first this coupling didn't fit well at first. I mean, the other end of this coupling was too small at first, so I had to use my knife to scrunch a hole in it to make it a little bigger to get it to fit. Axel still runs well. So what do you think of the new couplings I gave him? Please leave a comment below. And here is Gina of Italy. Here's the shortened cab roof I gave her. Trainway 55. What do you think of the new cab roof I gave her? Do you think it's better? Here are the new wheel chassis I made for her. They are new and better. Better. They are from the Trackmaster Percy that I got from my friend Matthew Gersh. I had to rearrange the lamps, had to re-glue them on to the foot plate, had to cut off all 3 lamp irons and file down the parts where they were, and cut off and shorten the buffer beams, the front and the back. And about this part there, sorry if it's a scratched up. It was by mistake. Sorry. Please forgive me. And this bottom part, I decided to leave it like that. And the sidewalks, I decided not to paint them silver. I decided to leave them white. I don't have anything else to say about it. I also color the one coloring black out it. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna put Gina off to the side. He just move on to the next custom. Here is my take and play mic. I have detailed him. I have painted his footplate white, used a blue permanent marker for his winded pistons, detailed the handrail on his smokestack, used a black permanent marker to draw his smokestack irons, or whatever those things are called, and used the white paint for his headlamp. Last but not least, here's one of the tenders from the season 3 episode called Tender Engines. I painted it black and made it brown so it looks a bit rusty. Oh man, I gotta finish this video quick before it reaches to 15 minutes. Also, here's the back of the pack that these 4 engines came in. And it's a pet trio on a daring quest into the diamond mine travel. China, Rosie, and Ashima. Their mission, bring back sparkling diamond cargo. Ashima, Rosie, Gina, Car, collect them all. Colors and decorations may vary. Collections sold separately and subsidiarily. DXT79 Jack in the pack. There's Jack, car with a crate with a handle attached to it, Oliver the excavator, and Muddy Thomas. And there's another way, there's a YouTube Kids logo. See Thomas and Friends Adventures shorts on the YouTube app. And there's one more thing I need to show you very quick. What I got from Great Lakes Hobby and Train is a Bachmann Farmer McColl. I wish I could open them up, but I don't have time. So thanks for watching, and bye for now.